bet you can't guess what that song was. Some of you might. It's actually sung by Eric Johnson off of the Venus Isle album, and it is called Pavilion. It's an instrumental. It's a very exciting song to listen to. If you've never heard it, check it out. Pavilion by Eric Johnson. And of course, he's playing it through big Marshalls and Fender Twins and with all this echo, and it just sounds wonderful. Studio recording is absolutely amazing. The thing I like about that song is Eric's blending of rhythm and lead guitar. And so I thought I'd talk a little bit about the rhythm part of it, not so much the lead stuff, because that's hard enough as it is. And I struggle through the lead work, you know. Even the rhythm stuff's kind of tough. If you notice, he kind of had like a Billy Gibbons kind of tone, you know, from ZZ Top. And Eric uses a pick, but he also will use his fingers. And I've talked about this in other videos, alternate or hybrid picking. Hybrid picking is where you use the pick to do a lot of the low end work, and then you can pluck these chords with your, actually use 3 fingers in a lot of cases. So you'll actually be plucking 4 notes together to make a chord. But the attack of it is really cool because, like, we'll do a C shape here. Turn the volume up. So there's your C major. So if you'll just, you'll do that chord, you want a little bit of overdrive, you know, get some gain on the amp. And he used echo. I don't have an echo with this. I just have the reverb. So it'll have to do for the Hotel Jam session here. So C shape. So I'm going to pick the root of the chord, which is C. That's the 3rd fret on the A string. So this is a triad. There's only 3 notes in this chord that we're going to play. So we're going to play the C. And I'm going to use these 2 fingers here to pluck 2 notes together, which is going to be the open G, and then the C down here on the B string, which is on the 1st fret. Notice the right hand, notice the bouncing and the muting as I come back down. And by having like an echo of, say, with the reverb I have, you know, the chord tends to linger a little bit because of the echo, even though I stopped it. Gives it a really cool effect. And so I'm going to do this. Watch the right hand technique, very important. Now that was unique there. What he did with that second chord was he played a G here with this finger. And goes to a D on the B string. But I slid the D note up to a E flat. But I maintained my root. I did not move the root. Okay, so I'm going. Let's go back. C. Yeah. There it is. So just doing them 2 is really cool. Like I said, the hard part is it's the little nuances that really make Eric such a great player. Not to mention he can cover every note in about 6 seconds on the fretboard. He's a phenomenal player. So. Notice how I'm really putting some emphasis on the picking too. I'm really kind of digging into those notes so they really come out strong. Okay, most people are trying to figure that out by ear and go, what is he doing? So we'll just do those 4 chords here. So it's a C. I'm going to come up here I'm sorry. That's the third chord, so I was wrong. Pretty cool stuff he's done. He's sliding around, playing like 2 and 3 note chords, sometimes 4. Watch your right hand, really important here when I'm doing. It's good to just do this little exercise. Just playing a chord here and hold it. Really cool vocabulary that he uses to play that. Like I say, very important, you're using the pick on the low end. You know, the root of all those chords, you're going to use the pick to pluck that note, but you're going to use your fingers, you know, on the melody stuff. So I'm just doing 2 notes on that. So I'll just do the root of all those. Something like that. So pardon me. See what I'm doing here? I'm just plucking the open D and G together. Then I'm just fretting both of those on the 3rd fret. It's got a fat sound, doesn't it? And one thing that's important, I'm on the bridge pickup here, which is the brighter pickup, but I've rolled my tone almost all the way down to kind of roll off a lot of those highs. Eric Johnson used tons of mid-range. He did not use, you know, like the treble knob on his Marshalls. He turned them all the way down, I believe. And I think he turned his mid all the way up and his bass all the way down. And his presence probably all the way down too. Get a little close up here for you. So I'm picking with the pick on the A string, and I am at the 8th fret. Now I'm going to just take my ring finger and come down to the B string to the 10th fret. I may just practice, you know, if I'm learning a new song, I may just practice little parts of it at a time until I kind of get comfortable with it. Notice the technique. I'm just bouncing the ring finger on my right hand to notice the hammer on. So I struck the root in this melody, and then I hammered on with the pinky. I didn't actually pluck it. I plucked it once, but you heard the note happen twice. The first time it was just the pinky hammering on, and actually making the note. Let's try again. I forgot where I'm at now. There we go. Sometimes I have to start over and get a running start to when I get lost like that. Sorry about that. Very important right there. So I will hit the root, the 10th fret. I'll just let my pinky hit it. I only pluck that once. And I pluck it a second time. So that's the chord, just 2 notes. Think about Eric Johnson. He listened to a lot of Jimi Hendrix, and Hendrix would slide all over the neck with like the root of a chord. He would slide up to the new root and then play a little melody within, and he would move around. And he did a lot of that with his thumb. Eric did a lot of that too, so you're kind of hearing the Hendrix influence there. It's like so the little leads in between, he would play a little rhythm passage, and then he would pull off a little lead like that, and that's what I love about him. Eric's such a great rhythm player, and you've heard me talk about that. To be a great lead player, you have to be a great rhythm player, and so get really solid with your rhythm stuff. Listen to Eric Johnson and what he's doing. I'm telling you, he can teach you a ton of stuff just by watching and listening to what he's doing. And this song is such a great example of that. That's a little trick there. So 2 notes in the chord. The root stays stationary. And down to A. Back to a chord, and then we do, and back to the beginning. He does this next lick. I cannot pull it off. It's really lightning fast, but it goes something like this. Something like that, but he's like, the guy's really incredible. It's a really difficult lick. I'm not that good. I can't pull it off. Sorry about that, but it's really difficult. Like I said, Eric's one of the best players in the world. So me trying to mimic, that guy, yeah, not even close. But for the perspective of talking about rhythm, it's a great song, and hopefully this will maybe kind of show you some little techniques that you can use in your own playing. There's some really cool stuff he's doing in there, and if you'll just kind kind of watch these little slides that he's doing within the chords, holding the root, but maybe hitting a note and then sliding up, half a step. Man, it gives it such a cool effect. Let's go on the neck pickup. Anyway, that's my little jam for the night and a little lesson. So, Eric Johnson, Venus Isle is the album, and the song is Pavilion. If you've never heard it, man, go listen to it on YouTube or whatever. Download it on iTunes if you want. It is a smoking song. The lead guitar work in it is spectacular, and after you hear it, you will feel like you've been on a spaceship flying through the universe, like at Mach 50 speeds. It's just an incredible piece. So, hope you enjoy it. Gotta practice.